Yes.
Yeah.
On basketball, we are doing our under-16 trials because we want to present the team for competitions, and so let the parents release their children.
There you go. You've had it from Tim Makueni. Thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you.
Right, now, let us now switch our conversation from Makoni County and their sports story, and we're going to be moving on to athletics. Over the weekend, we had the Cape Kano Classic, and it was quite an event. No less than about 3 world leads, but most importantly, 10 meeting records were broken. And one of the athletes who broke a meeting record is Wiseman. He won the men's 400-meter hurdles in 49.59 seconds. This was another win following the Athletics South Africa Grand Prix Series 1. So, Wiseman, a very good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning. Hello. First of all, getting that 49.59 at the Cape Classic in the 400 meters hurdles, it was a national event. You could just tell us about that race and what you did see from it.
Yeah, first and foremost, I could say the race was good, the preparation was well, and according to my perspective going to that race, I never ran in line 3 because I was trying to get a good execution of the race, of which I got it right, and I got a good flow as well. So coming to the backstretch, I got like I was myself, so I had to go for it because I managed to get that 49.59.
Well, let's now talk about the season so far. First, you were down in South Africa for Athletics South Africa Grand Prix Series. Just take us through race day, meeting 1 down in SA.
Yeah, the first meeting happened in Tuks Stadium in South Africa because me doing that meeting, it was very deep in me because I had to meet different athletes who have different speeds, different techniques. So we were as well trying to get the qualifying time. So on my side, going to compete with the first athletes who have the fast times. So I knew I was going to lower my PB because, as an athlete, when you go to a race, anything can happen. But with the first Grand Prix, it was a good start for me because it showed like my season was going to be well.
Meeting 2, everything going well, but suddenly just something happened and eventually finishing third.
Yeah, the second meeting happened in Jamestown, of which I didn't have a very good execution because I stumbled on like 3 hurdles. I knocked down some 3 hurdles, of which it slowed my speed. So I couldn't catch up to get back in the race. And, the opponents were already going. So I was trying to get back in the race. By that time, the game was going to end. So I got that position 3.
And now let's just take a look at this, coming off the Commonwealth Games bronze, and you also, the African bronze. Now let's just focus on the 400-meter hurdles because there is something that you want to build up. 2015, 2016, we had Aaron Koech, we had the late Nicholas Bett, we had Boniface Mushero. They were at the top of their game. How now would you like to push this as it goes on?
I would like to push this on some parts of these 400 meters because I've been making conversations with Boniface as well, with Aaron as well, and they have told me there are some parts I should work on, but the speed, the clearance is fine with me, but there is this hurdle 7, sometimes hurdle 8 is the one which gets me to stumble a little bit. But if that one is corrected, probably I'll post fast times and they will be happy for that because they have been doing it and they are showing me the way. So with the advice and the experience they had showing to me again, I think when much put in, I'll able to attain those fast times and everything will be okay.
Okay, yeah, let's just talk about that execution around the bend because hurdles is it's an event where you do maths as you run, and how you would count that. What are the number of steps you take, and when you take your flight over the hurdle, how are you working to balance that? Because when you talk about 7 and 8, these are the ones at the bend.
Yeah, okay. From the blocks, I've worked on it, and it's flowing better because, as an athlete doing a technical event, you need to be prepared. The calculation has to be there, needs to be good calculation, because I clear the hurdles with both legs, because the hurdle I clear with either left or right. So coming to the bend, I think when you slow a little bit down, it will make you like to lose that step, because in between the hurdles, it depends with the height of the athlete and the strides made by the athlete. Like for me, I do make 14 strides, 15 strides. So if I maintain those strides from the start in between the hurdles, I think it will flow up well, because it leads to 49.0, sometimes 48. But when I little bit change the strides, maybe from 14 to 16, that's where now the problem starts coming in, because I've break the speed. Now I'm starting to look for the hurdle, so the calculation is going out. But if that is put in position, because coming around the bend, I need to increase my speed, I need to attack the hurdle. So when I'm trying to gauge, I see like that hurdle is far, because when I'm approaching it, I need to come with power explosive, so that when I attack it, it becomes smooth. But if I little bit stagger, so that's where the problem starts getting in. But with time, I'm getting to get about those bent hurdles at the curve, because they are the one which have been wasting the time for me. So I'm really working on them.
Now, also, let's talk about time, because if we just to make reference to the Olympics, it's I have to admit what we saw was unbelievable when Karsten Wahome breaks the world record at 46.9, and at the moment, for you to compete at the highest level, you'd be talking about getting to say 40, high 47s or 48. How are you working so that eventually you're able to take that 1 second off your personal best?
Yes, okay. About it, I'm very much happy about the time which was set at the Olympics, because me watching that race and the guys who did that race, I can say it was a good race for them, because none of them knew that they would do those times, because majority of the guys who are doing those races, I remember very well, Wahome that time had a 46, and the other guys, they had a 40, 48, 48. There was a 147. So when they got to the blocks and they went off, everyone went hard, the speed was there. So at the end of the race, everyone got a season-based area record, continental record, because it was the first race. Even the one who came the 8th position had a personal record, had an area record, because you see they ran like the good race of their life, because all the times were too fast. No one got underrated, because everything flowed up, and it was a big celebration for both of them.
Okay, now looking
on my side, I think to get there, it's possible, because my season for me has started very well, and I think with that area which I need to polish on, I'll get it right, and I'll push. So I don't have any.
Now the other,
I know it's possible.
Yes,
get it.
Mm-hmm. Well, and Wiseman, let's now talk about your season. What are the events that you're probably looking at, such that you balance between what you've got to do as an athlete, which is earn a living from athletics, and at the same time prepare for for the world championships that will be coming up?
Okay, on my side, I can say the season has started well for me, because I thank God, because this is the 4th time I'm running under 50. And for the previous seasons, I've been starting with 51, 50, 50. But this time around, I've done consistency under 50. So it's a good build-up for me, because heading to the World Championships and as well looking into Olympics, I think the time is going well, the preparation is in position, and with those areas which I've said I need to rectify. I was saying during the past seasons, I've been starting with my season with 50s, and according to this season, I've managed to run consistency time, because under last month I did I've done like 4:49, so it is a good start for me because with the races I'm doing, I think it's leading me somewhere. So,
okay, Wiseman, let me just interrupt you kindly because we've got to move to the Deputy President residence.